I think, as you said, I think Polt is the closest. Polt just kind of keeps winning
Yeah, I
tournaments.
think
as well.
Polt's got at least 5, but I think one of Polt's premier wins is. Oh, actually no, never mind. I take that back. I was gonna say his
Lone Star.
North America premier win is considered Lone Star, but that's not true because he won WCS last season.
Mm-hmm.
So
And he also won MLG Anaheim this year.
Yep.
That is
no small feat. He comes to Texas to study on summer vacation. He wins 100 grand. Not bad.
That still blows my mind. Anyways, we are going to talk about Liquid Taeja, who is the other Terran that has won so many Premier tournaments and just does so well in the summer months. Last summer he won 3 of them. This summer he has won 3 of them as well. In case you're wondering which 3 I'm talking about, of course, he started off his summer with Home Story Cup, then he won Aces, and very recently he won DreamHack Bucharest. So he also likes to just take a little bit of every single organization. You know, he's like, I'm going to give you guys some unique storylines.
Hero's another guy with a lot of wins.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly DreamHack wins.
He has won 2 DreamHacks. He has won an NASL. No, he was runner-up NASL.
Man, I'm starting to believe you.
No, he has won NASL Season 4. What the hell am I talking about? He was runner-up Season 2, but he has won Season 4. Too much StarCraft has been going on in this studio, man. Even my brain isn't giving up every now and then.
But Hero's never won an MLG, right?
That is correct.
Man, we've had so many champions through the years.
And Hero has won WCS America Season 1 as well. You know, it wasn't really our tournament. So, Hero is definitely
he's a monster.
racking up wins here and there as well.
He is a beast. And of course, we have to give a little bit of love to our old buddy Elias, who picked up 1 or 2 career wins in his day.
More than that.
1 or 2. 250,000 in winnings, more or less.
Elias won the ones that truly mattered. He's like, this IPL 3. And he was all Season 3.
WCS Europe.
Yeah, Command Center first, opening over here by Taeja on the left up side of the map. He's going to follow it up with 2 Rexes immediately, of course. You want to get 2 Rexes just to be safe, so you're able to muster out enough Marines in case you have to worry about this Zealot stock or Mothership Core pressure. I can't even remember if I ever casted a PVT off top. I don't think I did. And, you know, when I look at his history, I can't really remember him playing against the Terran as well. Oh, actually, we cast his games against Hack. Never mind, I'm stupid. But those games were really weird. For people who wonder how did top his games go against Hack, the very first game he won with a Zealot Stalker and a Mothership Core. He just chrono boosted all 3 units out, run across the map, dropped a good time warp when the Marines were outside of the bunker and won the game. Second game was a Newkirk Precinct where he went for a Blink Stalker all in and was able to win that series. 2-0. Very surprising win, because Hack was on a kind of a roll at that moment.
Taeja going Command Center first into 2 racks. You will be... Or was that racks? No, that was CC first, right?
Do you even listen to me, Ben?
I don't, Kev. I was thinking about all the wins that Polt had.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh wait, we're still casting a game of StarCraft. I better look down. Oh, there's
better
2
make
barracks and a command center. I wonder what order they were built.
That's fine.
That's right. This is my job.
SCV is going to scout this Nexus over here on the low ground, so Taeja getting a little bit of information and knows that he doesn't have to worry about too much crazy stuff yet. Top is going to follow this up with a robotics facility, so it's just a 1-gate robo. It's different than how Huck likes to do it. We saw Huck in the previous games. Whenever he goes for quick expand, it's still it's gate Nexus gate and then robo. Sometimes even later. But Top is going a little more standard. Perhaps worried about Wintermine drops and whatnot, as I believe he didn't scout at all, and that is correct. But even if he scouted, he's probably like, quick robo, always good. Having your observers out on the other side of the map is, you know, the best thing that could happen to you. Seeing is believing, as Farseer used to say. And it's also wisdom is a very good thing to have. Ain't that right, man?
I think Farseer was for noobs, Kev.
Sorry?
I think Farseer was for noobs.
That's because you're a noob.
Real orcs went Blade Master.
For the people who don't know, Mr. Beard actually doesn't know anything about Warcraft. He just knows that I used to make Farseers. 44 army supply for Top. He is actually supply block, but not for too long. He's getting a little bit of map control, just getting some map presence with these stalkers, putting them at the bottom of the ramp. It's going to make his life a little easier. Taeja is going to try to get some information with his Marine, and this is why he put these 2 stalkers there. Right now, Taeja has to worry about a variety of things, unless he wants to throw down a scan. He has no idea if there are 7 gates or, you know, something super crazy about to head his way. His SCV is trying to get that information, but the SCV won't be able to see that information, so I think we're going to see a scan go down pretty soon. Man,
ton of Marines.
I
Right
am
here for
good
Taeja.
at that.
Ton of Marines right here for Taeja, Kev. 16 of them out on the map, and he's still producing. Actually, going to start making a couple of Marauders as he's adding add-ons to these barracks. But I'm wondering if we're going to see him walk across the map.
Without Stim, I doubt he's going to do that. He's starting to build Marauders as well. Once more, Taeja didn't see anything early game, so he's like, I open economically. And we shouldn't forget, this is a super important game for Taeja. Taeja knows, like Taeja is probably very well aware of how good he is. He loves to clap for himself, and he probably looks at WCS Season 3 and he's like, pretty stacked season, but I don't think there are too many guys out there who's gonna give me a true run for my money. So he's probably already counting in, some additional money. But this is suddenly a super important game. If Taeja suddenly gets 7-gated and he loses in the round of 32, which is possible. We've seen it last season with Hero, even though Hero's group on paper was a little more stacked back then than perhaps this group is. But Taeja is probably just gonna play very, very safe this series.
I think you're right. He's going to fall back to what he knows works. He's going to use his superior mechanics and his great late-game multitasking. Right now, it's 3-gate Robo for Top, who's beginning his Colossus production. Here comes Taeja.
I think that Top's going to be fine, though. He already has a Colossus on the way, and having a Colossus on the way is always fine. He has Photon Overcharge. He has 1 or 2 sentries.
Stalkers going.
Okay, this is actually a little tricky right now. Top, you're really going to need those Stalkers as well. But I think, of course, Taeja doesn't know what we know, man. So if Top just drops those force fields, Taeja might be a little scared. Taeja waiting for Combat Shield to finish up.
There's the one stem. The Marine will run up and say, hey, there's not a whole lot here.
That Marine actually killed the probe.
And forced a Photon Overcharge. He was a hero.
Ken going down, and Taeja sees his Colossus, and this Colossus is probably a little intimidating for him. If he only knew about these 3 Stalkers, I think he would have just gone for a crazy stim before, because Photon Overcharge is good, but when the amount of bio units is that high, I think he could have just stimmed in, certainly before the Colossus was joining in this little army. But Top managed to survive, a lot of additional gates going down, and Twilight Council going down as well. He's up to 54 probes, so that's a lot of probes, too many for any sort of 2-base shenanigans.
Taeja is continuing to push forward. He's going to see everything that he needs to see, and he's going to stem and kill the Colossus. What? How does that happen? And Top is this not a good position to be in. Medevacs overhead make it hard for these gateway units to deal with the bio ball of Taeja, and some excellent control. We expect no less.
If you make one mistake against Taeja in this phase of the game, it's just almost curtains. Taeja's going to focus on the Nexus right now. He has so many low HP units. I hope this is the correct call, Taeja. He will be able to take out this Nexus, and then it's the correct call.
Down.
Man, he picked up all those units while flying last shot was in the air. I was like, I hope he didn't pick it up too early. But he didn't. He didn't really kill a lot of probes. He killed a lot of units, and of course taking out this Nexus is super important, certainly considering the fact he has a third command center that's already in orbital.
It's pretty good when you're 3 base to 1, as Taeja has dealt a pretty painful blow to Top. Not only killing that Colossus, taking out that Nexus, and basically rendering a lot of Top's economy obsolete, at least for the time
I might
being.
be able to kill the Nexus
Are
again. This is a lot of Marauders.
Taeja? Top, why was your army in the main?
He's worried about drops, I think.
And
Nexus
again, Nexus is cancelled.
Soon that awkward moment when you have to make the 1-base push against 3.
Elfie would be proud.
Elfie's
Except Elfie would win with it. I don't think that's in the cards for Top right now.
Oh, those are really
He's
good
going to
force
catch
fields.
some of this army, which is not bad. That will at least force Taeja back for now. It's 119 Terran supply against 87 Protoss.
Taeja's up 20 workers. This is a little bit more like the line of expectation that we thought Taeja's games were going to go today. Of course, a little bit of an unfortunate game for Top. He was just not paying attention for a split moment. We all know these games of StarCraft where you feel like, I've been macro pretty well. Didn't really take any damage so far.
In his main base, trying to figure out where he wants to put that next pylon.
Yeah. And then suddenly someone stims in and kills the only unit that is truly good against that push that Taeja was making, at least currently in his army. And yes, Photon Overcharge is awesome, but he really needed to rely on the damage of the Colossus. And losing that Colossus, that's just almost immediately cursed.
Taeja dropping a long route, avoids the Observer, and isn't going to do any real damage. Or will he? Colossus in an awkward position.
A very nice time one.
And a very nice reaction from Taeja, picking up that army and keeping the aggression alive.
This right now is not really fair. Even though it's only 76 against 60 army supply, within a few minutes Taeja will probably be doubling the army supply up top. Top, the good thing for him is, man, he's going to have Blink Stalkers soon. The bad thing is, he doesn't have a whole lot of Stalkers.
This poor bad luck Marine.
He left the Marine behind. That's very saddening. 4 Vikings being produced at a time right now by Taeja as well. So Taeja's gonna have more than enough Vikings to just idle above the Protoss army and start killing stuff.
162 supply to 116, man. This is looking like a little bit of a mismatch. Top will hallucinate a Phoenix and see, hey, an army outside.
He could have blinked below the medevac, but 3 stocks probably didn't have enough damage output to actually kill that medevac, even if he blinks below it. Taeja's just waiting right now a little bit till his Viking count is high enough, and I actually think it's high enough already. 2-2 is about to finish up for him as well, and it's one of those moments where Taeja can just stim an attack move, and he's gonna have a really good time. Because he's not gonna take a whole lot of damage from this Protoss army. There's no Storm, it's just not possible for Top to get Storm out. He lost his natural 2-3 times. That means there was only mining of 2 assimilators, and there's just not a whole lot you can do from 2 assimilators as Protoss.
It is not a good day to be Top. And probably not a great day to be Taeja either. I'm guessing he's a little mad.
Yeah, he lost a lot of Alagulag points. He was about to reach like his all-time highs from last summer. He's even pulling SCVs. I really don't think that's necessary, Taeja, but alright, because you're Taeja.
Why take any chances?
Well, actually, yeah, it's probably a good thing. He doesn't pull too many. He has 69 right now, which
He's
is
like,
perhaps
hey,
enough.
I want to be able to build more units.
Yeah, just in case I really truly need it.
Let's throw some SCVs away. Here we go, Top. One chance to bring yourself back into this one. You're going to need some good force fields. Those are not bad.
Yeah,
A good start.
He just doesn't really have that many stalkers banned. These Vikings can idle above the army. These Colossus will die, and as soon as the Colossus are dead, basically Top, his hopes are dead of dealing with this stimmed bio army.
A good start, but a foregone conclusion as Top's army melts away and Taeja takes the most convincing win of the day. There's the GG. Liquid Taeja goes up 1-0. He is chomping at the bit for a